Yo, what's up guys? So we have a bunch of new stuff to talk about coming out in Apex Legends via some leaks. Now let's go ahead and jump right into the thing that I think a lot of people are most excited about, which has to do with a flamethrower found in the game files. Now, over here you guys can see it said something about a flamethrower was leaked in the game files. All that really shows off is it says that there's a projectile flamethrower status effect, which is weird because it says it's a projectile flamethrower. And a lot of you guys already know that in Titanfall 2, we technically have the thermite launcher. Here's like a closer picture of the actual launcher itself. But yeah, it's the Titan thermite launcher. Now this is for, of course, Titan. Obviously they can downscale it. Now this isn't something that was found in the game itself as far as like a leaked file, but it basically really comes down to that there is text for a flamethrower, okay? Now, the gameplay that I want to show you guys has to do with Titanfall, not Apex Legends, but there is a lot of overlap. In fact, some of the weapons from Titanfall are, of course, in Apex Legends. But here we have Scorch. I want to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can maybe get an idea of maybe how some of the interaction works with, of course, the thermite launcher, which it really sounds like, since it is technically a projectile flamethrower, might be something similar. It just can visually maybe give you guys a representation. Again, this is from Titanfall. Okay, so here's a firewall ability. Again, this is on a Titan, so it would have to be downscaled, but you can see it just lays like a huge line of fire. Now this one is kind of cool. It basically has a giant fire wave that comes out. So maybe this can give you guys kind of idea of maybe what's to come, of course, with the flamethrower files that were found. I'm hoping that it'll come out next Tuesday with, of course, the Season 1 update, but there's no official release date because all this stuff is actually leaked. Now, jumping further into some more leaks over here, let's go ahead and make this a little bit smaller, but we'll zoom up on it. But basically, there was a remote turret that was also found in the game. Over here, you guys can see that there is text for a remote turret. That would be pretty interesting. I'm not sure if it's going to be something that's just on the map, or maybe it has to do with one of the newer legends or the specialist heroes, whatever you want to call them, that will be coming out into the game. That will be pretty interesting to see a turret. You know, we get a little Torbjorn here in, of course, Apex Legends. And then over here for another leaked file here, we have an NPC, which is pretty interesting. I was actually looking at some of the files because obviously with the flamethrower, it's just literally the text. We don't have really anything else to go off of. But over here, anyways, here are the files, which is pretty interesting. You can see that there is left foot, right foot. There's ragdoll. It says ragdoll immediate. There's allow ground exe, and then there's execute off. There's also synced melee. So I'm really wondering what these NPCs are. A lot of people are speculating perhaps it's like an AI. Maybe one of the new specialists will be able to have like an AI that follows him around. We don't really know anything yet, but there's even switch weapon, shoot. It could be NPCs on the map too. That would be a pretty interesting thing to see. Maybe I should make this a little bit bigger so you guys don't have to squint your eyes so hard. But you can see over here there's also NPC mute the teammate. There's look for corpse, which I thought was pretty interesting. Some people were saying that there's going to be quests, which would be really interesting because going further into this, you guys can see allow patrol, investigate, ignore friendly sound. There's a lot of weird things here. And you guys can let me know what your thoughts are down below. What do you guys think that all of these little texts mean? Because they have to mean something. More than likely, they're not just in the game for nothing. But you can see that there's walk, prefer sprint. So again, I'm not sure what this has to do with perhaps any of the other stuff that we had before that got leaked. Maybe it's all just part of one hero and they just named something, because sometimes things are placeholders, keep that in mind. But I also wanted to bring this to a lot of you guys' attention over here, which has to do with cheaters as well as just some like update from, of course, a Respawn community manager, Jay Fresh here. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sum it up. I will post everything down below if any of you guys want to follow up on any of the information to see the source. But of course, with any online game, there's going to be cheaters. But what's crazy, guys, is they banned over 355,000 players on PC through their easy anti-cheat. That's crazy that there's that many people cheating in this game. I mean, the game is free, so of course there's going to be, you know, like no incentive for the hackers not to just make a new account and just try hacking again. But that's really good that, you know, they have banned those players. Now, this is just through PC. I don't believe we really have hackers on console as of right now. I haven't seen any, and I do play console quite a bit as well. But going into the crashes, they're basically adding new stability issues for the game. And they also talked about a reconnect feature. This is more of a PC thing. When I did play on PC, I had tons of times where I would just disconnect and it would just, you couldn't like reconnect a game. Some games, for example, like Overwatch, when you disconnect, you're able to reconnect back in the game. In fact, like, you're basically forced to reconnect into the same game. But basically, they don't want to actually add a reconnect feature. The reason why is because people will abuse it. Like, could you imagine you're right in the middle of shooting an enemy player and they just disconnect and you don't get the kill? That would be really annoying, right? And then they reconnect, come back, and they kill you, right? Or they teleport behind you, back in the Halo days of the standbys. But I think that that's an okay thing, because what they're trying to do is they're saying, instead of adding a reconnect feature, we're going to put our resources into basically making it so people won't disconnect in the first place. And I think that's overall a great idea. Another issue, this is only really a PC issue. I don't think you can really do this on console unless someone was to get on the microphone. But basically, on PC, people would, of course, type buy, go to our website, buy stuff. Okay, people are doing that in the game, and then they're just leaving the game. So they would go to the lobby when you're selecting characters and basically just spamming websites. And of course, that's pretty annoying, and then you're stuck with one less player on your team. So that's something that they will obviously address. But anyways, that's it for the updates as well as the leaks. Let me know, guys, what you think down below on any of the stuff we talked about. I'm really interested to see if they just downscale the Thermite launcher from Titanfall, because again, they've reused some of the assets, and I don't mind that. I mean, Titanfall 2 is an excellent game, and I don't think a lot of people really saw some of the stuff, and it'd be cool to see just newer guns and just new content in general in the game. But anyways, that's it for the vid. Hope you guys enjoyed the vid. If you did, drop a like on it, and let me know your thoughts down below on anything that we talked about. Thanks for watching, and peace.